What is up? What is up, guys? This is the Merc with the Mic, and it's another The Wrestling Babble podcast by Red Second Wing. I'm Merc with the Mic. I'm joined by Louis Beans.
What's up? What's up?
And there's a lot of wrestling this week. We
Too
got
much.
AEW Fight Fest going on. I'm kind of watching it still, but you
Okay.
got to watch the whole thing, and you
It's
said it was a
pretty
great. I went to an Evolve show last night, and I had a great time. I got to meet some of the wrestlers that I've been wanting to meet, and they're so fucking nice, so kind, and it was just a really humble, nice area show that I'm definitely gonna go. And I became a fan, and I'm definitely gonna go more to shows because can't go wrong for $25 a ticket
Yes.
for a hell of a wrestling show.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a lot of good fun, a lot of good matches that we saw. I actually like the belts of Evolve. The belts are nice. Street Profits was their tag champs. They had this guy that's the WWN champ that reminds me of. Honestly, he looks like the son in King of the Hill. What's his name?
Bobby Hill?
Bobby Hill. He looks like a like Bobby Hill all grown up.
Does he have facial hair?
Yeah,
Really?
and he's fat,
Oh,
but he's
goodness.
really good. He's really good. He's like the working man wrestler. That's his gimmick and shit. And like he had a really good match, and we were able to watch him wrestle. And he was really good for a big guy the size he is. He moves really well as well. I was telling, I went with Minion with Opinion, and I was like, "Yo, he looks like Bobby Hill, all grown up, and he's mad."
Oh,
That's
he's got
my
a wife and
purse.
kids.
That's my purse. I
Oh,
don't know
no.
you. But I like the structure that Evolve has. They have they have the Evolve World Championship. They have the WWN Championship that could be defended on all the WWN shows,
Scott Steiner.
which I think is Major League Wrestling is part of the WWN network and things like that. The WWN Evolve is part of there. Shine is part of there, and then they have a whole thing of wrestling that's involved with WWN. So they even have a network that you can watch all their pay-per-views and shit like that, which I might actually line up doing because I'm really they made me a fan, and I like the fact that a lot of the NXT guys are working those shows, which is really
Mhm.
great. My selling point of this was Tyler Breeze wrestling.
Yes.
The moment I saw that Tyler Breeze posted up that he's going to be wrestling at this show, I was like, yeah, we got to go. So,
Awesome.
and then we got to meet him. He walked right past us too, and we was like, yo, good luck on your match. And he was like very appreciative and very nice, very generous, very humble. He's a really cool dude. Also, like the Undisputed Era, they all great guys. Roddy Strong, Kyle O'Reilly, and Bobby Fish were all there. Tommaso Ciampa we did not get to see. So
Okay.
that's the only one we were missing was Tommaso Ciampa.
Damn.
And but he's there, and he's going to be doing a lot of those shows, so it'd be fun, especially on the road going back. He's going to be wrestling a lot there,
Okay, good.
which is great. I do like when that the WWE has a relationship with Evolve, and I can see a lot of these guys eventually being in NXT as well.
Do you know if any of this will ever be televised anywhere, or will they post scripts?
They do have their own streaming service on WWN, which is like $10 a month, and you can watch all the Evolve shows.
I'm thinking they're not partnered with WWE, are they?
They are.
Really?
And actually their 10th anniversary of Evolve is going to be on the WWE Network.
Is that the show that's next month?
Yeah.
That's what that is? Okay.
Yeah, it's on July 13th. They're going to be on the network.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. And so far, they said Tozawa versus Adam Cole is going to be there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for the NXT Championship.
Okay, so that's probably going to be a really good show then.
Yeah, and Matt Riddle's supposed to wrestle there. I think he's fighting Roderick or someone else. But yeah, they already have a lot of good stuff going on there, so definitely check it out. But yeah, I had a really great time in the show. Really good wrestling, really good people that just opened up my eyes because I've never seen a lot of these guys. Mm-hmm. And then seeing Tyler Breeze just back in his element of fucking actually wrestling is fucking amazing because he's such a good wrestler.
Yes. Yeah, we both agree that he's actually really, really good at that.
Yeah.
Like, but being like not just a good wrestler, also a character, also just, he's like a total package of what you want in this quote unquote sports entertainer. He's really good.
And I love the fact that he's still he tries to work a heel. He's right now the crowd. He's so over with the crowd that he's not allowed to be a heel. He's allowed to have his habits, and that's perfect fine. Like when he's stomping on people and the ref stops him, like, don't touch me. I love
Oh,
that.
so because it's a small venue, like everything, you can hear everything, right?
Oh, that ring was loud,
Nice.
especially when that big guy. Oh, you know who was there? Bada Boo, that really big dude. That was in NXT. He kind of in the beginning of NXT when he started, he was with Leo Rush, and he used to come out with Leo Rush on his shoulders. The dude's like
No, I've never seen that.
dude's like
Wow.
6'8", 6'9". He's a really tall dude, and he had a really good showing. Like I liked what I saw from him as well.
Okay. Is he one of the people that they show in the behind the scenes clips a
Yeah,
lot?
yeah,
And he's like the really tall guy?
yeah,
Oh, I know. Okay, now I know who you mean. I think it's Babatungo or something.
yeah. He was there. He
Something
wrestled.
similar. Yes.
You know who else was wrestled there?
Who's that?
The Uso. He's another Samoan brother. He was in the Cruiserweight Classic.
He changed his name, right?
Yeah,
Like we changed what they call him now. I
yeah.
forgot. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yes,
He was
I
there
know.
too. He was there
Okay,
too.
nice.
So there was just some people. Oh, that Brazilian guy that wrestles in the gi and shit.
Oh, Ryu?
Yeah, he was there as well.
Oh, nice.
And they all had good showings. But the match tonight was Ari Fox versus actually no, Roger Strong, and the dude he fought was really good too. So Roger Strong fought and Tyler Breeze fought,
Okay.
and they were back to back, and they were amazing matches. It was nice seeing Austin Theory because I heard a lot of good things about him. I've never actually watched him wrestle, so watching him wrestle, he has a good style. He does a lot of. So nowadays, a lot of people mixes a lot of like I guess athleticism and the moves in order just to sell themselves. But I feel like sometimes when a heel does it, it's just out of place.
Really? I kind of see what you're saying.
Yeah, like he does this roll into a drop kick, and I'm like, that don't fit the character that you're trying to portray, though. Like,
Well, okay, so I'm not familiar with him. So what is his who is he?
so Austin Theory is their wrestling champion right now. He's about good 6'2", 6'3", maybe no
Okay.
6'1", 6'2". He has a good build and everything like that. Good physique. He wrestles kind of power, but he does a lot of athletic stuff as well. He has his finisher looks a lot like Brian Cage's finisher. He just does it forward instead of doing it behind his back. So he kind of catches the arm, catches the leg, and then he lifts up and then flings you out.
Okay.
But he was good. He was definitely a guy to check out. I could see him being in NXT, and
But I was gonna ask you, like, what's his character? How is he presenting himself? What does he do?
Kind of very similar to MJF and The Miz kind of thing.
Like a Hollywood guy or a snob or something?
He's a snob. He's the best. He has the best physique. He's the best looking kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And that's kind of how he's selling himself. But yeah, he wasn't bad on a promo. He did a promo. He wasn't bad. His wrestling wasn't bad either. He has a lot of power moves. Like he flung this dude from the top rope and he looked like a helicopter. It was hilarious. AR Fox has a lot of style in this one too. He has like a whole entourage and people are just jumping and dancing in the ring and shit. And they were just fun to watch. Yeah, it was really a lot of fun. They had some good tag teams there. Again, it's a show that I'm definitely going to go again. So when they do, they have the next show in La Boom or in Brooklyn. It will be in September. I'm definitely gonna get tickets for it. Like I truly enjoyed it so much that I'm gonna make it a constant thing. If it's only $25 to do the show, and you get a free meet and greet, well, it's not free, but like you have to pay for things for them to sign, but it's free as in you can just wait online and you can meet everybody.
Okay, understood.
That's very humble like that. Like Tyler Breeze wasn't expensive, so like we got to we got to meet him and shit, and then it was just nice. It was a nice atmosphere, a very fun atmosphere. They didn't shit on the wrestlers. They supported the wrestlers. They supported the thing. Everyone was cheering. If the heels, they booed, but there was not like, oh, this sucks. This is AEW better, and there's nothing like that. It was just a big crowd that loved what they were saying, and that's something that I feel like most wrestling shows should be about. It's about the show and not about you trying to be an ego and say what you want to say.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I like the vibe of the show I saw last night, though.
Yeah,
I mean, that might be a rarity because there was a bunch of video game aficionados watching
yeah,
wrestling, but I felt that too. So that's
yeah,
cool to hear that, man. Good.
yeah. But it was a really fun show. Definitely gonna try to drag you along one day.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe for the next show. It's only $25. It's not bad at all, and it's a really solid wrestling show. So it was fun.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Glad to hear it.
But yeah, it was great. It was really great. They had some really good female wrestlers and shit there. We passed by so many of them that we didn't even notice who they were, and then I noticed it, and then I'm like, oh, we waited too late.
Oh, okay, okay.
Like Satana Garnett was out there, and like I recognized her, but I was like, "Yo, that's that." And then, no, that's not her. Like she has dark hair. I was like, "No, she changed her hair." I know she changed her hair recently because I saw her in a Stardom show.
Mm-hmm.
So that was really cool.
All right.
Yeah, and then AEW had a big event yesterday as well. Fighter Fest.
Yeah, and it was a part of like the CEO 2019 fighting game tournament. So it
I
was like,
watched a lot of the Mortal Kombat.
oh, good, good.
Yeah.
They're gonna have the whole stage to themselves because the arena was the wrestling event was one day. So today for grand finals, everything that has a top 8 and the grand finals that didn't happen yesterday
Yeah.
will be in like that wrestling ring, and it will be played on those big ass screens and stuff. So that's really cool.
That's sweet.
So that's basically what the event felt like coming from my point of view and the people who watched that end of the stuff. It felt more like, oh, this is just like a big love letter to this whole environment, because CEO was literally a fighting game tournament that had a wrestling ring in it.
Yeah.
And so then everybody would, I guess, at least for the matches that were on stream and like top 8, you would sit in the ring and have your match.
Okay.
And it was like a big ass spectacle, and it was like rinky dinky shit. And then I think it was 2016 where it caught Kenny Omega's attention, and then Xavier Woods' attention at the same time. They both showed up there, and then from then on, and this became a big ass thing.
Cool.
And so now this is like because they had a show last year, but it wasn't high profile.
Okay.
There was no AEW. There was just Kenny and the Bucks having a show at this place.
Yeah.
With a bunch of independent wrestlers and whatnot. So now it's cool to see like they're gonna still do it. And I'm like, damn, they're gonna stream it for free. I'm like, I might as well watch it because I'm watching the fighting game festivities. So like this, it was really good. Like I wouldn't try to say I in comparison to other wrestling promotions that have pay-per-view events.
Yeah.
This was fairly good. I'll put it that way. There was not any glaring production errors. Everything pretty much went off with the hitch. The only thing I didn't like was the uncomfortable waiting when the lights went out. People started turning. People started using their phones for lights. I'm like, you're killing my immersion. Turn your phone off. But it was like, yo, this is kind of like, yo, why are we sitting here for so long?
Yeah.
So aside from that little weirdness, it was like really, really fun. Some of the stuff you were talking about earlier, I'm thinking back to it now, and I'm like, with the tag team wrestling, I kind of think about it. I'm like, maybe that was like some of the weakest stuff about the matches, in particular. What you were saying about the way it seems this group's style, like AEW in general, but most specifically the Bucks, have a style of just the near falls when you have a partner.
Yeah.
And it's like it doesn't make sense. And I started to see that, and I'm like, yeah, I hate to say it, but I see it.
Yeah.
When I think back to it. So like, but that aside, like I really like that first tag match, dude. That was up there for me. Like the two young the people they introduced, because that was cool. Like the whole night was them introducing somebody.
Yeah.
Like each thing was like, oh, there's one new person. Oh, there's one person like you might have heard about, but you never really seen.
Yeah.
Like with Darby Allin, like his name's gotten out there, but like I had never seen him before.
Yeah, in the Northeast wrestling thing that the first one that Moxley did, he fought Darby Allin.
Yeah, I didn't see
it. He fucked him. Yo, he handcuffed him. and beat the shit out of him.
And he just, what was the stipulation for the match? I quit.
It was a hardcore match, and fucking Moxley fucking handcuffed him and just continued to beat the shit out of him.
And he won. What did he do? Did he pin him? Like, did he do his
he did the DDT and finished him.
Did he do the jumping one?
Yeah, the straight up one and went down.
Oh boy, because Joey Janela got it nasty like last night. There was a pre-show, which was about an hour, I think it was, and then there was the main show. The pre-show was specifically for the gaming crowd, so a lot of the stuff that happened, it was not for the hardcore wrestling fans.
Yeah.
The Michael Nakazawa Jabali match was a comedy match, not intended to be taken seriously. And I can't wait to hear all the old men talking about my wrestling.
Yeah.
When they're on their fucking podcast. I'm talking about like, real serious people we know and listen to.
I did watch the match and I
can't wait.
I got a good laugh out of that match.
I'm just saying I can't wait because there was a lot of little things like the fact that he had the buttons with his face on it. That was such an inside joke. Yeah. Like the Smash controller, that the joke that the other commentator, the British guy, was like, I hope no Smash fan brought a CRT. Because I was just like, yo, but I'm just saying, like, there was so much not for wrestling fans specifically, but for fans of both.
That's fine. Like, again, it's a show in a gaming.
Yeah, but you know how it is, though. You know how it is. People who only want to see wrestling, people who only care about numbers and stuff. Like, I'll throw somebody under the bus, keeping it 100. I know you. I listen to you, Conan. I hear you out there. Disco's an asshole, but he's all right.
I hate Disco.
I know. A lot of people.
For someone that had a shitty career, he does have a lot of judgment.
Oh, he's got a mouth on him.
Yeah.
But it's like, even they talk to people like very recently Bischoff and stuff. Yeah. So like I know that they at least keep up with what's going on.
Yeah.
So they were talking about it too. They were talking about it like going to watch it. So I'm interested to hear what they say. Mm-hmm. I know like people like Sam were like, I don't understand a lot of the details with it. Like I just know there's people in the business that are gonna see it and just be like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
And that's the unfortunate part because they don't understand it's not for them.
And I feel like wrestling is always like that. Wrestling is they try to find a way to please everybody. And that's something WWE been doing for many years, is the fact that they try to have a brass of a big audience and they try to cater to everybody. So you have your comedy, you have your seriousness, you have your weird fucking shit like the Bray Wyatt. You have things like that is because it's something for everyone. Not everybody has to get the match, but you know what? If you don't get it, then reserve your judgment. Just fucking watch it.
Mm-hmm. This is true. True. I just hope like the surge of negativity doesn't stop them from fucking doing it again.
But the crazy thing with the whole negativity though is I feel like right lately now is like just one-sided. It's like everyone shits on what WWE's doing, and it's just perfectly fine because they I don't blame people for doing it, but you have to realize that you're bitching about things that you're actually probably not watching. You're just going with what fucking ringside dudes says, things like that, and that's what really pisses me off about it. Like I love what we watch. Like, dude, we spend maybe good 8 to 15 hours on wrestling a week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty much. If you, honestly, a lot of it's good, but there's some bad spots.
And then honestly, like I love what we do with our podcast is the fact that we try to find the positive of everything. So we may not like certain things, but we at least see where they're going with it and accept it. Instead of like, but they're gonna do this because they're gonna lose this. Like I don't give a fuck about the ratings. I really don't. Mm-hmm. I'm watching it. I'm enjoying it. I'm taking the 3 hours of my time to watch it and fully watch. I do that. Like I'm not gonna judge anything that I have not watched. That's the reason why, like with the AEW thing,
so much of that you can tell.
Yeah, like AEW right now, I'm not gonna fully like review it. The reason why, because I haven't fully watched it. I watched what I watched, and that was it. And so far, what I watched is pretty good. Like I liked Cody and Darby.
I feel bad. There's some matches though they were good, but I feel bad. I'm like, damn, that poor guy got fucked up.
And
is that his thing?
Yeah.
Because he just gets fucked up.
Yeah, he's like a freaking like a Mick Foley kind of thing. Like he just gets his ass kicked.
Okay, because I'm like, damn, he just got beat.
I like the 6-man tag, but again, I have issues with no Young Bucks. My issues with Young Bucks is a simple thing, and it's just more about making sense of the tag team wrestling, and not just like they don't. No, they do fucking amazing shit like that fucking Spanish fly out the ring into them. That's sick timing, and that's chemistry right there.
Yep.
Like you fuck that up, and Phoenix is gonna feel it.
Yep.
But I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed the match for what it was. But yeah, when you're in a tag match and when you're doing tag team wrestling, I feel like it should be less for false counts and more of your tag team partner saving you.
Yeah, I agree.
And
I feel
that that's something that's been lacking in tag team wrestling for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Like no one really sets up for that big hot tag anymore. You don't get that crowd for that big hot tag anymore. You know who was really good at it, and they weren't great wrestling, but they were really good with the hot tag.
Who's that?
Enzo and Cass.
Yeah, that's true.
And Enzo will take the ass whooping for a good fucking 10 minutes, and then he'll build up for that big ass tag.
Yep.
And I think that's something that's missing especially when the Bucks wrestle, is the fact that they do saves, but it is more false kickouts, and they do too many big moves that doesn't make sense for them to be kicking out of.
Yeah, there's like a lot of stuff that's just like that's a finisher in any other organization.
Exactly. So,
or maybe 2 matches before that, the guy used the finisher and you just did it 3 times while cartwheeling. I'm like, all right.
Did I enjoy the match? Yes. But do I have my issues with it? Yes. Do I accept the match for what it was? Yeah. I see what they're going with, and I see what they do. And I love Kenny Omega. I love Young Bucks. I love Pentagon Jr. Pentagon Jr. has been one of my favorites since Lucha Underground. I love.
That's another thing that's gonna go understated though. The crowd was like, you could tell there was favorites there. Fucking everybody loved Pentagon Jr.
Yeah,
that shit was cool.
Everyone was cool. Pentagon. Pentagon is fucking the
He's a fucking, what is he? A Mexican? He's a Mexican luchador samurai.
Yo, Pentagon is telling everyone they're gonna murder you, man. Seattle Mero, I'm gonna fucking murder you. Pentagon has probably one of the best characters, like straight up. Like he's always been one of my favorites, especially since Lucha Underground. Like him just going in the ring and just trying to fucking break people's arms. That was fucking amazing.
Oh shit!
So I'm all for that. I like.
Did he ever talk?
Yeah, he talks. He says "Seattle Mero." He only speaks in Spanish though. He don't speak English.
So on the show, like he would have a conversation, or he would literally just say that over and over again.
No. He'll have a whole conversation. He'll say what he's doing. Like he will say because he has a higher power that was controlling what his reaction. So him breaking the people's arms was a sacrifice.
Oh shit!
To his master, and then later on in the season, you realize that the master was Vampiro. And then them two line up fighting, and they're fucking each other up, and then they line up.
Vampiro I am your master. Was he today's Vampiro?
No, he wore the paint for that match. And
I gotta watch that. I gotta find that somewhere.
But all his promos were in Spanish. But if you actually understand Spanish, he did lay really good promos, and he said, "I'm gonna murder you."
Jesus. All right. That's messed up. But yeah, like they would. Like that dude was blown. They blew the roof off for that guy.
Yeah,
so
Pentagon
that was cool.
Pentagon's the truth, man.
Like I know everybody likes Kenny Omega, but there was a clear divide. I'm like, God damn.
Yo, when Pentagon won the Impact Championship, I watched this because Pentagon won the Impact Championship. Was I surprised? Not at all, because Pentagon is the fucking truth.
Yeah.
I love Pentagon Jr. I really do. Like he's one of my favorite indie. If I had to say a favorite, now Moxley, I'm just happy to what he's doing is fucking great. I like the fact that he didn't wear like the tights in AEW. That he's back to him being like the Ambrose and shit. And I like the fact that in New Japan he's wrestling very traditional style. Like he's actually wearing the tights and shit like that. So
I guess. Do they do hardcore in New Japan? No, right? They just usually somebody gets hit with a kendo stick and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think maybe they don't do thumbtacks, right?
Yeah.
Because that's not New Japan. They used to have the death matches in Japan.
No,
right?
it was FMW.
So yeah, Oh man, are those federations still around? The
FMW,
Japanese,
no. Pro Wrestling Nova, yes.
and
Uh,
they used to do death matches.
Pro Wrestling Nova, not really. Again, the FMW was the one that FMW was ECW of Japan.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, they did the death matches and explosion matches. And
Oh my, I love those.
yeah,
My favorite. Can I just tell you my favorite memory? I don't know exactly when it was, what match it was. HBK was a special guest referee for a cage match, and it was an exploding cage match. He had boy shorts on, and he was dancing on his way to the ring. That
yeah,
was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life in wrestling. It was so good. It was HBK in Japan in boy shorts and little black sneakers just dancing to the ring to this death cage. I'm like, what is happening? And that was like on public access. Like I've never seen that again.
yeah. That was.
I gotta find that. That's ridiculous.
But yeah, yes.
But like to just close on the event because I don't want to go too long with it. But it was really good. A lot of the matches they were like I would if I was to rate most of the matches, I would say most of them at 3 star. My only real down period of the show was the pre-show women's match. It was
Oh,
really awkwardly paced.
it was Ali versus
It's
who?
Leva Bates
Leva Bates.
and
I had
mhm,
Blue Pants.
yeah, and I'm like we both know she can be good, but
Yeah.
I kind of like I guess maybe they don't have the chemistry yet because it was that type of thing where it was like semi diva style match where it was like this seems really slow and deliberate. You know what I mean?
Hold on 1 second. I just saw someone gave their leg to Joey Janela.
Yes. Yes. That match is amazing. It's so good.
Okay.
It's so good.
Yeah, I'm watching. That's what's on now. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah. So you're saying like the Leva Bates versus
Yeah.
Ali.
Ali was like
I was never a big fan of Ali. Like she's cute and all, but like I've seen her wrestling matches.
I
And
liked her when she was the crazy character in
yeah,
TNA. That's when I
yeah,
mean not TNA Impact. And I was
yeah,
like, oh, that's cool.
yeah. She had like she kind of did like a Sting persona when he went
Really?
dark. When he went dark and was quiet and didn't really do much. That's when he did the white and black paint.
Uh-huh.
Like when Sting first came back, like he didn't really talk. He just wrestled.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what she did with Rosemary and shit. Like she had like a bunny, like an evil bunny character and shit. And then supposedly she died on Impact.
Oh, that's the one that they did kill her.
Oh shit! Moxie's gonna have a fucking shiner when he's done with this match.
He's gonna have a few things by the end of this match.
Yeah, I saw the blood on his eyes. Like that's just gonna swell up.
See the blood on his back later on.
We're gonna see. I'll see that eventually. But yeah. I just want to spot out the fucking foot. I was like, yo, why are you giving your leg? Why he breaks your leg? You gonna hop home?
Yeah, that match was great. It was just really dumb, really like not over the top, not light tubes crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? There's a certain type of like just blood and guts everywhere, light
Yeah.
tubes everywhere, broken glass, freaking barbed wire. Like,
Yeah.
but we had barbed wire chair, we had like the strips.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of stuff in that match. It's
Cool.
good. It gets good.
Yeah, I'm gonna really watch it. Like I honestly lately I've been doing is when I rewatch certain matches and shit, I turn the commentating off and like I
Okay.
mute it and just watch the wrestling because I feel like sometimes the commentating doesn't match the wrestling and
Or it'll distract you or something.
yeah, and I feel like one thing I don't like something I don't like I hate the banter sometimes like especially with like lately Corey Graves been kind of annoying me with his little banters. And like I love Corey Graves, but sometimes it's too much. And then Michael Cole just annoys me. Like Becky Lynch is and her boyfriend. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Oh shit.
We're gonna
Man.
say that in the week of wrestling, but
Yeah.
So some things I have to watch without the commentating. Just the fact that
Yeah.
I wish I could shut off the commentating and just listen
And
to
listen to the crowd
sound
reaction.
effects. The sound effects of the match and the crowd
Yeah.
reaction. Like I could, if I could pinpoint certain things, I could turn off. Yo, network, work that out.
Get on that. Yep.
Yeah,
True,
that would be fucking great. Like we could watch the matches with commentating off. That'd be fucking amazing.
But anyway, just to Christopher Daniels is awesome.
Yeah, that was
The
pretty good. That was a pretty
three-way
good.
match with the two Japanese girls and Nyla Rose, awesome. That was actually really fun.
Yeah.
I was kind of messed up how they jumped. They jumped Nyla Rose at the beginning. I'm like, damn,
Yeah.
why you just going to jump up? But yo, who's that girl, Yuka Sakazaki? She looks like a straight up anime character. She
Yeah.
had those big baggy pants, but she has like a RPG outfit on.
Yeah. That's her gimmick. She does those things. She looks like a genie.
Yeah, like a little like a Japanese genie.
Yep.
She's got blonde hair. Like, hey, your hair's not blonde. The 4-way match, Jungle Boy almost killed himself, but it was okay because he didn't. I need to see more Jimmy Havoc, but then again, I know I have to set my expectations because there's going to be blood and guts.
Oh yeah.
Cause I just saw his Chris Van Vliet interview, and he was talking about that, and he was showing some. He showed the piece of the back of his head that's missing.
Oh shit.
And I was just like, and he said that was one he didn't even think was bad because he couldn't tell, he couldn't see it, and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
But he was good in the match. MJF is hilarious.
Yeah,
He's really like his opening promo for that match was great, and just him as like the comparison to the Miz is really good.
Yeah.
The way he plays a heel is really good. Like it's thought out. I also love whenever he interacts with Colt Cabana, they always say a fellow member of the tribe because they're both Jewish. I just think that shit is funny. And I'm a member of the tribe and a businessman. And Hangman won, which I didn't think he was gonna win. Like, was that? I don't know. I thought he was gonna.
I knew Hangman was gonna win. I knew Hangman was gonna win.
I really didn't think it though, but and it wasn't with the clothesline because he closed on the other dude and then did something else. I don't like that move.
Yeah,
I don't like that jumping whatever where your head is at the back. Like it's too much. Like somebody was tweeting about that. I forgot who it was. I'm like, yo, why y'all trying to knock the shit out of each other in different ways, but you still land on your head though?
Yeah.
Like, I know you good, but like, why you gotta land on your head though? Like, stop it.
Yeah.
Like, I want to see you guys wrestle till you like 50 and 60. Come on, stop it. You ain't gotta end up broken at 30. You know what I'm saying?
That makes sense.
And they both 20. Like, he's 27, the other one's 26. And I'm like, these dudes, mad young. Like, stop. But anyway, that was good. Cody versus Darby Allin. I say that's a really good match. But I still feel sorry for the dude. Like, I see why people are on Darby Allin's like train. Like, they want to get on. They want to get like he's something cool about him. Like I said to you earlier, he reminds me of Ninja Theory's Dante.
Yeah.
You know, but like in a positive way. Take that as you will. I know little Steven wants to stab me now. Sorry. And the 6-man tag was really good. But like you said, the false finishes, it kind of becomes a thing. Like with the tag partners, it's like, yeah, how are you kicking out of that? And your partner's like not dead. So yeah, I get it.
I feel the same way. Like I'm just like, yeah, it should be more of your partner trying to save you than it being, all right, we're gonna keep doing this because like, oh yeah, it's a false finish because the crowd gets reaction to it. But I was like, after a while, the reaction just dies out because they know that you're gonna kick out.
But like, it was so much cool shit during the match though. Like, I can more than forgive it.
Yeah, there was such
that Hadouken though.
Yeah, like there was such great stuff in the match, and that's something I'm not gonna doubt the credit to it. But I think them structuring the match of more saves and things like that, I think I would be more in tune to like really pay attention to the match. I feel like I get thrown off because of the false finishes. I love the match. Like again, I like the spots and shit like that. But yo, sometimes when you do like a full like pile driver, your guy should not be getting up. So that comes to the point that your guy has to save.
Exactly. Yes.
Like the Canadian Destroyer. Yes, you landed on your fucking head. You should not be kicking out. Your partner should be responsible for.
Can we talk about that though? What can we talk about? How many Canadian Destroyers have you seen in the past month? I've probably seen like 50. And I'm not lying.
Yeah.
It's like every week somebody does one on every show.
And then WWE been letting that slide too.
205 Live, they've been doing them.
I'm like,
Alexa, but do you count Alexa's? Do you
yeah,
count that? Well, see, fucking another person. I'm just saying, you add them to the list. Like, there's somebody on WWE, there's somebody on Independence,
yeah,
everywhere is doing a fucking Canadian Destroyer. And I'm like, I know y'all good, but why somebody got to land in their head though?
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Your thighs ain't always that thick. I'm just saying.
Yeah, and the thing is with that is also the fact that that's the reason why WWE banned it, like the power drivers. The fact that a lot of the injuries to the neck and shit, they were like, "Yo, we gotta chill out." I think it was after the whole Owen Hart thing, the one that Austin.
Yeah.
After that, that's when they banned power drivers.
Mm-hmm.
And then Taker is the only one I guess away with the tombstone because he knows how to do it. But if you do take it wrong, it could fuck you up too.
Yeah, ask Goldberg.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's gonna be interesting. Yeah,
so I just want to say match of the night for that show was the Moxley Janela. So
so far
it's free. Watch it. It's up now. Watch it.
Bleach Report app, you can watch it for free.
Yeah, I watched it on the website because I don't have it on my phone.
Oh man, the fucking cuts on Moxie's back.
Oh.
I just saw the spots, like he just did the barbed wire spot on.
There was a point where he landed on the barbed wire and they zoomed on his face and he had the I still love this, but this hurts. Why am I doing this again?
Like, what the fuck I'm thinking about?
Yeah, exactly. He's like, oh boy. He's like, I can't tell Renee. He's like, honey, I have something to tell you. And she just fucking has an iPad with him with his face like, oh. There's gonna be a gif of the end of the show because it's him with his like just smiling after he got his ass beat. It's hilarious.
His thing is like, yo, like you can't hide those. Like, well, you got mauled by a bear.
Honey, I played a virtual Red Dead Redemption experience today. It was all bears.
Yeah. But it was good. So far, it's a good show. I'm enjoying it. I'll say the Moxie Janela is the most exciting one because I've seen crazy shit. So
he hit that elbow, dude. He hit that elbow.
Crazy shit's fun, and I like the position where Moxie is. I think Moxie is a big help for AEW. Besides Jericho being like Jericho's the GOAT. Like no matter what, the fact that Chris Jericho's there. Eyeball's going to be on the Federation because Jericho is that big of a name. But I think the fact that a lot of Americans don't know Omega as well as they know Jericho or anything like that, and Moxie being that second name that everyone knows because of WWE really helps them out in that situation. The fact that, oh shit, it's Ambrose. Okay, I'll watch it.
I got you.
And then now Kenny could start becoming an American household name, and Young Bucks could be American household names, and it's a great thing. It's a great time to be a wrestling fan because we're getting a lot of great shit, and even the smaller shows are doing a lot of great.
Like you said, yeah, the one you went to,
yeah. So just a support, like support any way you could do support it because honestly, it makes the wrestling business a lot more better. It makes the wrestling business be more looked at as a great entertainment source because, again, like right now, we don't have just one big company. We have a few big companies that are still trying to struggle to survive. ROH is feeling the struggle right now because they're losing guys left and right. New Japan always had a steady progress with things like that. Like New Japan always like, all right, we lose guys, but then they'll build new guys. They lose guys, they build new guys.
I would say they got Will Ospreay for the foreseeable future. I heard his interview this past week on Edgy Christian. So
I have to listen to that. That's the one I didn't get to listen to.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I
listened to Jeff Cobbs on Jeff Called Talk is Jericho. That was actually a really fun one.
Oh, okay, good stuff.
And I listened to Mick Foley on Lillian Garcia.
I heard the first like 25% of that. I listened to the rest. Like that. I was about to say, hearing him talk reminds me like of how much that type of figure was missed. Not the GM figure.
Yeah.
But it's kind of messed up in a way. But to me right now, Moxley seems to be like what Mick Foley used to be.
Yeah.
And it's just like, yeah, man, wrestling still needs one of those. You know what I mean? It really does.
And I think Moxley is that edge, that crazy motherfucker that we were missing.
Yeah.
Because Moxley always been that crazy motherfucker. It's just the fact that now he could really show it in the wrestling ring, as in he could fucking cut people open and bust people open and really go for their neck and things like that. And these are the things I always knew Moxley and Ambrose could fucking do. I mean, just now he has the freedom to do a lot of it more because what he is.
Yes. So
yeah,
I noticed that, but that's a pretty good thing.
Yep.
Listen to that.
And I also listen to the Major Wrestling Figure podcast. I'm always going to shout them out because they started a habit that I should not be going through. But yeah, I'm going through it. But I'm really digging it. I set rules of what I'm going to collect, and I'm going to see where it goes from there. So now I have to limit myself of what I could buy a month.
# let them breathe.
Yeah, and the thing is, I'm planning them to let them. I'm planning to open them. Because again, I don't plan to resell. I'm planning to get 2 display cases, and one is going to be all wrestling. So I think with the belts I have, I'm going to try to model all the people that held the belts that I have on that where the belt is at. So the IC title, I'm going to try to put all the IC champions.
Good stuff.
Yeah. So I have an idea of what I want to do with it, which is cool. But yeah, I'm starting to hate exclusives. I really hate exclusives.
Welcome back.
Oh man, I really do. But I'm really gonna the one that I have a few that key searches I'm looking for. Right now is Pete Dunne, which goes for a lot of money, so I'm trying to get him before he goes even higher. Alex Black is another one I'm trying to get that's pretty high price in money right now, but again, I'm trying to get it before it goes up because he's getting a lot more rare to get. I'm looking to get the whole Sanity.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Because I think their figures are fucking dope, and I saw Eric Young pretty cheap. I've seen Nikki Cross in the wild. I've seen Alexander Wolf once, so maybe they still have it, but he's a Target exclusive as well.
Oh no!
And then I also seen Killian Dane. And
I just want to say I saw his figure. It was pretty funny.
Yeah,
because they got the hair on it.
yeah. The Seth Rollins I have is funny because he has the landing strip and everything. It was
that's good.
Yeah, it's quite funny. What is he doing? Why is he taking off his shoe?
Oh, yes. I'm glad you're having this reaction live.
Why? No. Is he gonna make him run on it?
Oh, he's gonna throw. No, he's not giving him a chance. He has no choice.
Oh, it's like walking on Legos.
Yo, listen.
I'm surprised they don't got Legos in this match. That's even worse than the thumbtacks.
Well, that's what the joke the buttons in the first match was.
Yeah. Oh no. Ay. He did step on a bunch of them already. I saw one go on his foot. He's a good actor because ow, and then he can't get up because he gonna step on them. Ow.
That's why Moxley wore boots. I'm just saying.
Oh shit. Holy shit. Oh man.
If anybody like that, that's a specific type of pain.
I'm in pain, and I'm not feeling this shit. God.
That is a specific type of pain of something in your foot.
Oh man,
dude, that is like
you cry for a little piece of glass getting stuck.
Yep.
You'd be such a bitch with a little piece of glass. Imagine 10 thumbtacks all in your heel. Yo, these guys must get what is it? Acupuncture?
Oh shit, true.
They must get acupuncture, so they don't they know how to challenge their mind not to feel it
or faint. Because you imagine if you have a phobia of needles and you get pricked in the foot, you pass out.
So back in my day when I started wrestling, I did one thumbtack spot.
Mm-hmm.
and that was the one and only thumbtack spot that I'll ever do.
Where did you fall?
I
On your
took
back?
it on
Oh
my back,
yeah.
yeah, and
Oh man.
that shit burned.
Oh.
It burned like a motherfucker. So like all this is like hurting my heart, and I feel bad for Joey Janela because I don't know you, but fuck, you took it on your feet.
Ooh. And he gets on his head.
And you see the camera, and they're still in his feet. It's like fucking Frankenstein.
Oh
Like the bolt
man.
on his neck.
It's so bad, dude. Like,
Oh, and him taking the fucking him doing the move, fucking took. Oh shit,
yeah, he got some too in his lower back.
and his
Oh, and his
butt.
arm.
Ay, fucking a, yo, Moxley, man, I love you,
They're crazy.
but goddamn, he's like the referee's like, oh, I'm gonna raise your hand. I'm like, motherfucker, I have thumbtacks all over my back. Wait, stop rushing me, motherfucker. Fuck, that
Shit.
looked like it was painful, man.
Yeah, man.
Yo, Renee's gonna put ice on everything.
She should have put him outside. She told him. She
Yeah.
imagine like, I told you not to do that dumb shit.
Oh
He's like,
shit,
fuck.
man, that looked painful as fuck. And that was my
Oh,
live reaction to the Moxie Janela match.
yeah.
When I
Fucking-
saw him taking off the shoe, I was like, no.
Oh, there's a really good picture of just of Moxley just sitting down
Yeah.
post DDT and Joey Janela like he's balled up with his feet.
Yeah,
It's such a good picture, dude.
damn.
Oh,
That was a tough match. That was a fun match. That's my first introduction to Joey Jan. Well, second, because I saw him in All Out. He fought
Yeah.
Hangman Page.
mhm.
So this is like my second time really seeing him, and I like what I saw. I like his character. It's pretty funny.
Dude, that dude takes punishment.
Yeah. That's something they have in AEW is that they have a lot of guys that are willing to do shit like this. You have him, you have Jimmy Havoc, and you have fucking
Yeah.
Moxley.
Yeah.
And then you had Darby. Darby's another one who's sick like that too. So it's gonna be fucking crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Why are you not taking the damn thumbtacks out? Fucking Jericho. I remember them doing the cage match, and that was the first time Jericho ever took the thumbtack.
Oh my god.
And then Kenny Omega,
Yeah, it doesn't end.
back.
It doesn't end.
Kenny, you're a jerk. I hate you, Kenny.
It doesn't end.
I'm not a fan of Kenny no more. I want him to die. I hope Moxie destroys you now. I hope you land accidentally on these thumbtacks.
And you know, Kenny wears the soft like
Yeah.
the soft cleats.
Yeah.
So if he steps on something, he's gonna fucking feel that shit.
I hope he feels it. Because I'm a little manga. You know why? Because you're aiming exactly where the thumbtacks is at. Fuck.
Oh yes, he is.
Kenny, I don't like you no more. Kenny. Actually, I like you. But yeah, at least they're building for their fight. They needed something to really keep this going. I'm looking forward to their fight because I want to see. Actually, Moxie, I feel like he needs to win it because Moxie, I think, is more. I think he's the one building up. You want to get him in that main event card right now because he's the hottest name right now,
Mm-hmm.
and I think you
I
should.
can see that. I think my prediction is the next match that's gonna have Jericho versus Hangman. I figure they're gonna have Jericho win, and then I figure it's gonna be Moxley Jericho for the belt at some point.
I'm fine with that.
And now, what type of match it might be, that would be interesting because I don't think Jericho is doing no hardcore shit.
No. Well, he's done it before.
I know. Listen, I remember, but like seriously,
And then Jericho's character now, became more vicious. He's going for those dark match. But then again, his character in AEW is a little different than what he's doing in
New Japan. Yeah.
So, and I feel like that's the same thing with Moxley. His character in New Japan is a little different than what he's doing in AEW.
Yes.
Which is fine. But it's perfectly fine.
Yes.
But yeah, this was a good match. Joey Janela versus Moxie. I recommend it. I'm in pain, and I didn't feel anything. Yo, you didn't even have to hit him with the guitar. You could like breeze the guitar on the thumbtacks, and that shit was gonna hurt. Yo, his thumbtacks are like right in his fucking tailbone.
Yeah.
That hurt.
Ugh.
I don't want to be there. I don't want to feel that. All right, let's get into weekend wrestling.
Yep.
Raw, SmackDown was solid shows. I feel like they're building. I think that they're doing a fast build to Extreme Rules, which I'm happy that they already have matches ready rolling out. Thank you, Raw, for putting the U.S. title in the main event.
Yes.
This is
About
something.
time.
This is something you guys should have been doing a long time ago, and something that NXT does on a lot of times is the fact that not the WWE, not like the main title has to be in the main event picture all the time. You could put the U.S. title in the main event. You could put the tag team titles at the main event. You could put the women's title in the main event.
NXT did so this past week. So
Yeah. So I feel like you guys should do that better. You should really push that better in that sense. Ricochet versus AJ was an amazing match,
Oh,
and
goodness.
I look forward to seeing.
Can
I
I just
feel like
say though
yeah,
that the first 30 seconds of the match was Ricochet tried to do a kip up out of the headlock, and
yeah,
AJ caught him in midair. I was like, that was the slickest shit I think I've ever seen.
yeah. I really hope they build for Extreme Rules.
God.
I want to see that match.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's going to happen. I like that Samoa Joe put himself in the WWE Championship picture.
I mean,
I can actually see Joe losing. Kofi,
isn't that what he does?
no, I feel it. No, I actually no. I mean it's opposite. I can see Kofi losing to Joe,
I mean, I would like it because then Joe would have a title, the
and then
WWE Championship.
you put Kofi back in the chase for SummerSlam.
Or you could just that'd probably be the best thing because that's the next big pay-per-view coming around, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the Extreme Rules and then there's that. So yeah. So that's a good idea, but it's just like on the short term, it's just like, damn it, if Joe has been in the picture multiple times but has never actually gotten the title.
But I think this is the longest he has been consistent without injuries.
All right. Okay.
So I think that's the thing is like this is the longest he's been without injuries.
Okay. All right. So this very well could be something. Okay.
I think right now, especially seeing that we found out this week that Paul Heyman's taking over Monday Night Raw and Eric Bischoff's taking over SmackDown, they're gonna be the full directors of it, and then they're gonna work together with Vince. But I think they're gonna have more of a say to put the show together. I think they're gonna put it more in their hands. They're gonna have Triple H focus more on the NXT UK and 205 Live and really build those brands. Even though I heard that rumor that 205 might be canceled soon.
Really?
Yeah. I hope not.
I mean, again, I'll keep an eye out,
Yeah.
but I haven't seen anything yet. But as far as Triple H, staying focused on one thing, he's over here having tag team matches in Japan.
Yeah. I feel like honestly, I think they should be under the eye of Triple H more than Vince McMahon. I feel like Vince McMahon should kind of back away and let Triple H really run things in that perspective, because I feel like especially once XFL starts, like Vince is going to be out the picture.
Well, I think that's probably why he's setting up this guard for at least the two main shows.
Yeah,
so that makes a lot of sense.
I'm looking forward to seeing if there's any difference into how they build these shows. Like there's things that I like that they're doing, and then there's things that I'm like, okay, whatever. Like the mix, the whole Becky Seth relationship on TV. I don't mind it, but I hate Michael Cole talking about it.
Yeah, because they say it every like 15 minutes.
Yeah, and
did you know they were in a relationship?
Yeah, I really don't like it. I really don't care in that sense. And then also Baron Corbin and Lacey Evans looks like a waitress and a bartender. And
that's hilarious.
Just ended their shift in Fridays.
They were at a theme restaurant. They were at a 1950s theme restaurant. Yeah.
Like they look, yeah.
Shit. But I don't like. I mean, I don't like it. But is this or is it not going to culminate in mixed match challenge like type of stuff?
Well, they supposedly is going into damn, I can't even talk about it. It's going into both titles are on the line in their match.
But I mean, like, this is a pretty elaborate setup
Yeah,
to just be a blow off. Like they're not. Are they done with that? They're not gonna do it anymore.
yeah,
Boo! I like the mixed match challenge.
yeah,
Just saying. But I mean, I'm not on board with this because I'm tired of Lacey Evans
yeah,
already. They've already made me tired of a new person. Thank you, WWE.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't want to see her in there. She's not. She. How many times did she lose? She had like 2 title shots.
yeah,
Go away.
yeah.
Now she's literally becoming Charlotte.
Yep.
I can't stand this. This is the stuff that needs to end. This is the stuff that makes me not want to watch the show.
Yeah.
Is how many chances do you get? Where is the other talent who is deserving of these chances? Oh, they're getting run over in the fucking 24/7 show, skit. So I don't know how to feel. I'm not happy with any of that.
Me either.
I just wanted Baron Corbin to win. I just wanted him to win.
Yeah.
That's it. And they
That's
didn't
right.
give it to me. So there was no Brock this week.
Yeah.
On either show.
Yeah, Heyman.
Yeah. But again, no Boombox Brock.
No.
So they wasted that whole thing. God, he's just gonna show up at a bad time. I think he's waiting for some. They're probably gonna wait for somebody else to be champ, or they're gonna do the worst thing possible and just cash in on Kofi.
Yeah.
that'd be the best / worst thing if he just Kofi wins and then just walks out with the belt.
Yeah.
And then he would be on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Which is moving to Friday nights in October, courtesy of Fox. That would make a lot of sense, actually.
Yeah.
Like it actually would. Oh yeah, see, another thing that made me kind of cringe was the Braun Strowman, Bobby Lashley stuff that's going on.
Yeah.
Like they did the rope thing, and I was like, what? They could have just fought. But if you're going to do it, how come they weren't consistent? Did you notice during the rope thing that Bobby Lashley had him on the other side already? So technically he won.
Yeah.
Like, to follow the rules. I don't. So bad. It was so stupid.
Yeah.
I probably think the best part of this week, if you think of the tag matches with Sammy and Kevin.
That was great. I like Sam. I actually will keep Sammy and Kevin Owens as a tag team and just keep them in the tag division because I think they'll be better use right now in that division.
Mm-hmm. They're probably, I mean, the Revival's at the top of their game.
Yeah.
And they're allied with Shane McMahon, as we see.
Yeah.
But like, really, I guess like Sammy and Kevin are basically like the top of the other top. But aren't they supposed to be SmackDown, or are they still like both from both shows?
Well, they both from both shows. You have one is on Raw, one is on SmackDown.
So is the rule still in effect with those two?
Yeah.
Or do they just not count anymore?
I guess they. I don't fucking know.
I don't know.
They really had to do something about that wild card rule because I feel like the wild card rule is overly abused, and it's just not fun anymore.
It's
like,
true.
You're getting the same people over and over. Like, yeah, I'm happy that they're having good matches and shit, but yeah, you had New Day work double time. You had and you don't need them to work double time like that. Even though their matches were great, but it was like, okay, I get it, but you don't have to redo it in this one.
This is true.
But I did like the match. I did like the New Day versus Daniel Bryan and
me too.
Like that, and I like them that they were back in the tag division because they other than that they were just side characters with Kofi. So at least let them go do their own thing with that.
And that was interesting the way. I mean, there was also the speculation about the new rule with Vince and the whole no wrestling and commercials thing. It's a thing, and I think it's hilarious that people are pointing out every little change in the matches, but it's what they do.
Yeah.
But I thought it was funny the way they did have like 2 out of 3 matches this week.
Yeah.
That's like, oh, you guys aren't good at this, are you?
Yeah.
You got to find a better way to do that. Which, if you ask me, it would have been easier to break up the action with more skits, like featuring somebody else. Like I don't know why they didn't do that.
No, I don't either.
Like it could I could see the things that they're trying to do to like make to keep people engaged,
Yeah,
so they don't have people complaining about commercial breaks during certain certain matches and whatnot. But like, there's smarter ways around that
yeah,
than to
there
keep
is.
having 2 out of 3.
Yeah,
Um,
and then you also had like the Heavy Machinery New Day teaming up,
that
which
turned
was
into
kind of
it.
cool.
Yeah, that was, and that I
Oh,
was about to say that turned into a cool thing. Yeah,
yeah, that was fun. Again, I say like the main roster, the match of the week was probably Ricochet and AJ,
yeah, I
and,
agree.
and I like the fact that they fought for the U.S. title. No, they didn't fight. It was no title on the line, but they fought, and now AJ considered number one contender because he beat Ricochet.
Yes, yes.
So I would like to see that match at Extreme
How
Rules.
do you feel about the club? The way they treat them?
As long as they have something consistent that they're going to build to, I'm fine with it.
Okay, because I was
They're,
just like, it was odd of AJ to like get out of here.
yeah.
It was like the tone of the whole thing. It's like, get out of here. You know what
Well,
I
I
mean? Like,
feel like AJ is still working a babyface right now, so he wants to even match and stuff like that. So little by little, you probably get the heel AJ, and that'll benefit for that whole storyline.
but why aren't? But my thing with them is, don't they run off of his lead? So why aren't they good from the? Why aren't they good guys?
Well, I don't know.
Like they follow him.
Yeah,
So because I remember when they first got there, they weren't cheating.
yeah,
They've never really cheated when they've been with AJ or like around Finn.
yeah.
And so I'm like, why would they start now?
I don't know.
Because they aren't bad. AJ wasn't bad. He was a dick, but he wasn't bad. He was a
Yeah,
dick to Seth Rollins, but he wasn't bad.
yeah.
It's inconsistent.
And they beat up John Cena.
This is true.
Yes.
Maybe that's why they have bad luck.
Yeah.
The curse of John Cena.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
205 was amazing.
Oh my goodness.
Uh,
Dude, Tozawa is so good. I'm just gonna
yeah.
say that. He took a beating though.
Yeah. It was Nice versus Tozawa, right?
Yeah.
Humberto Carrillo had a great match.
Yes, he did. This is true. Oh,
Uh,
I got to see his tag team partner on NXT.
yeah.
They are some handsome ass dudes.
That's his cousin.
I was like, Jesus Christ, they had to point it out, but I'm like, wait a second. Yeah, these guys are like, why are these? Was that like their gimmick too? Like it just, hey, look at us.
No, he was a mask. He had a mask.
Really?
Yeah.
Both of them?
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy.
I think Garza is going to be a big star because
Yeah.
he's an English speaking.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So he speaks pretty decent English. Yeah, he's also I think it's a second generation wrestler, and then his cousin is Roberto Carrillo.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, he's got character already. Like,
yeah, that was a good match.
That was a good match. Even the other dude, like I don't really remember him. I was like, yo, is he basically Chameleon from Mortal Kombat? He's all the ninjas. I'm like, all right, fine. That was pretty good. I can't wait for this week. So you get to see fucking Shane Strickland. I mean, excuse me, Isaiah. Because they changed his name. It's not Swerve Strickland. It's like Isaiah Swerve something. Damn it, I forgot.
Yeah.
The number one thing I'm concerned about with him is that music that he used was such a big part of his entrance.
Yeah.
Because like literally you would just start clapping along and to the song as he came to the ring. It was like it made it a certain type of experience. I'm like, I don't know if they bought the rights to that song. I think it's a Chaka Khan song. Like it's real good, but I wonder if they can do it.
Yeah. Shit. I'm trying to get the results because then I can see.
Okay. Also, Keith Lee bounced some dude halfway across the ring, and that was awesome.
Oh, and the women's cage match was fucking fantastic.
Yeah, that was a dope match.
Dude, and Leo Shirai went heel.
Is she heel or is she just crazy?
A little both.
Because I'm just like, at this point, it seems like she just stops caring to speak English. She's like, God damn it, I hate Americans. You don't speak my language.
Exactly.
I'm sick of you.
Exactly. You know what? That's exactly what Nakamura should do. Is just speaking Japanese just to piss people off.
And you know what? It feels kind of funny, but I like the way she turned on Candice. It was like, why do you keep helping me if you suck at it?
Yeah.
He's like, you could have helped me win the match. I still lost. You suck.
So you had this guy's debut, the DJ dude. He was a Impact for a while.
That
And
was the guy with the armor, right?
Jackeen Wild.
Yeah, that dude was pretty good. That
And
match
then
between us two was real good.
that was a really fun match. Street Profits versus Sons.
Oh yeah.
Sons was really fun.
Yep.
The cage match was fantastic as well.
Mm-hmm.
Really good stuff on NXT. Really good stuff on 205. UK was actually really good as well.
Okay, good shit.
Rhea Ripley versus Piper Evans is going to be next week.
Wow. Okay, I saw the I think Rhea Ripley posted up about that, so I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah, I'm actually excited for that match. You had Zaya Brookside had a good match this week.
Mm-hmm.
With it was some good stuff this week. So definitely check out this week. Walter versus beats Banks. That was actually a really good match as well.
Okay.
Yeah, NXT UK been very, very, very consistent. My little take on last week's when they talked about Roderick Strong versus Tyler Breeze, I wish they mentioned their Worlds Collide match instead of being first time ever.
They really have just not paid attention to those because Luke Harper was on one of those. They had a fantastic match.
Amazing match
with Dijakovic.
Yes.
And they don't talk about Luke Harper no more.
No, they don't. I would put Luke Harper back in NXT. They need a fucking crazy.
Oh my goodness, yeah, he would be so good.
Just to clothesline everybody.
He could just be as is. It don't matter.
Yeah, just come in like pajamas and just clothesline everybody.
Yes, please.
Because right now, like, honestly, NXT don't really have any big guys besides Keith Lee, and he's not really. He's wide. He's not big.
Yeah, yes. He's like the Lars Sullivan role, the wide man.
And I like what they're doing with Damian Priest, so I'm cool with that. And Damian Priest needs someone to fight that's big, so Luke Harper, go beat his ass.
He also lets us know this week that he will live forever.
Yeah,
unlike everybody else.
Oh, he has that vampire
blood. I wonder if every interview with him will be outside at night, like never in the daytime.
Well, they do film the show like around like 8 o'clock and shit. So that's where he's doing.
Shit. Consistency. Hey, you find him in the boiler room. What are you doing down here? Drinking cranberry juice.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yep. Scott Steiner returns his ugly face to this podcast. But yeah, Week of Wrestling is really good. Really, really fun matches to watch. So definitely check them all out. 205 had some amazing stuff. NXT had amazing stuff. UK, even Raw and SmackDown was solid matches, solid shows, and building to Extreme Rules, which I will be at Extreme Rules that Sunday, July 14th, because it actually lands right on my birthday.
Awesome.
So I will be there in Philly for NXT.
Good stuff.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun show. I feel the Extreme Rules usually is a good pay-per-view. It is usually good. I wonder what's gonna be the Extreme Rules match because I don't think they have announced one yet.
Okay.
I know Strowman and Bobby Lashley supposed to have a last man standing match.
Oh, really?
And we got a tug of war from them.
I'm just saying.
You know what this reminds me of?
What?
Remember when Triple H and Scott Steiner were fighting each other?
Yes. And they did the pose off.
Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. And I'm just like, please don't have a pose off, please.
Bobby Lashley already had a pose off since he's been there.
Yeah. And he bent over and showed everyone his ass.
His favorite pose. Yo, okay. Did they fight? Has Leo Rush been let go yet?
Yeah,
or is he? He has been. Because I haven't seen like the official announcement for him. So I'm like, where is he? So, jeez. Oh, well. But like I said, that was actually pretty hilarious. Yeah, no, I'm not exactly a fan of the strongman stuff, but it is what it is.
Yeah. It also reminds me of like Mark Henry and Ryback stuff.
See, I wasn't watching during that
Yeah,
period.
it wasn't great, but going into that. Oh, talk about Mark Henry. He has a really good interview with Austin.
Like recently?
Yeah, a brand new interview. Yeah. Austin's podcast is back every Tuesday. Those are brand new episodes, and then his Thursday one is repeats.
Okay.
So he had Mark Henry on this week, and it was really good.
Okay. All right. Good stuff.
Um, and he talks about how he wanted to beat the shit out of Shawn Michaels.
And this was at what point?
During Shawn Michaels when he was a dick.
So that was what, DX?
Yeah, DX, and before he was always an asshole, and then when he found Jesus, that's when he became a nice guy behind scenes.
Oh, really?
When he got married, and he became a born again Christian, and he really changed his whole mentality. And before then, Shawn Michaels was not a guy that you trust backstage. A lot of people didn't like him.
Really? Wow. Like, I know that he was a dick and he did bad things, but I didn't know it was like that was the point that turned his life around.
Mark
Okay.
Henry was gonna fuck him up.
Oh, Mark Henry was. Oh, they both wanted to beat him up.
No, Mark Henry wanted to fuck him up.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But it was the beginning of Mark Henry's career, and then also he didn't take shit lightly. So if you made fun of him enough times, then he would want to fight you. Like he almost wanted to fight JBL as well.
Oh, that would have been fun.
I was like, yo, that's one person gonna fuck you up is Mark Henry.
Mm-hmm.
But he has a really good storyline. I love his humble beginnings and how he is, and he has a lot of good things to talk about and how he was able to build his career and all, and how he changed his career and everything like that. So it was a really good interview, really eye opening and that stuff as well.
He always has good interviews. I heard him on Edge and Christian. I had a really good one.
Yeah, that was a really good one. But yeah, definitely check out those podcasts that we mentioned. They're all really good interviews. If you like interviews, I think Vic Van Vliet has Jimmy Havoc on now.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one I saw this week.
I didn't get to listen to it yet, but I heard the preview and he's talking about anuses and shit, and I'm like, okay.
Oh, the cut on his arm that looked like a prolapsed anus.
Yeah.
It was. That dude's seen some shit. That's. Oh. Man, what federation was he even in?
CZW.
Okay. Yeah, I see. I only know of Joey Janela getting thrown into a truck.
Yeah.
I heard of, like, they mentioned that on at the show, but I've heard about it from him, like I think on Copacabana. And then I know that some dude named is it Zandig? No.
Yeah.
Is it Zandig? I forget the guy's name. He's the guy that says Jesus in Bachamedi.
Oh, I don't know.
And he's this big buff dude. And I think he was the promoter, and he was like legitimately crazy and scared everybody that worked there.
Yeah.
And like this is just some weird shit I heard about CZW, but this is like old stuff, so I don't know anything about it. Is it like ECW equivalent, or is it closer to like Backyard? Because I've been seeing dudes with light tubes and fucking fish tanks and all types of shit. Isn't Necro Butcher sometimes there?
Yeah.
Yeah. That dude is fucking crazy. Like, I don't know how you politely classify that, but Necro Butcher is out of his fucking mind.
Yeah. There's a lot of creative motherfuckers.
God bless him, but he's out of his mind.
Yep. So, anything else?
No, that's about it.
We'll wrap this up. This is the Wrestling Babble podcast. Please like, subscribe, and follow our podcast. We do a live podcast every week on Sundays, and we also have our other the fully edited version that goes on SoundCloud during the week. So definitely check them out. Follow, like, subscribe. You can follow us on all our social medias. The Wrestling Babble does have a Facebook page. Please follow that. That helps us out, and also keeps the conversation alive through our podcast and through our pay-per-views and everything like that. Red Cyclone Inc. has a Facebook page as well, and we talk about everything, and definitely follow that. On Twitter, on Twitch TV, on Instagram, on SoundCloud, on Tumblr, all Merc with the Mic. You can follow me on all those things. Chris TV. I just started Judgment, and I did the first 2 hours of the game yesterday. I'll probably go back on it after we do Against Better, I swear. So far, really fun game. And
awesome.
And then also follow Recycling on everything on SoundCloud, WordPress, Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, the Facebook page, and SoundCloud. All
Yep, yep.
Recycling.
And if you checked out the YouTube now, we have Monster Hunter Iceborne Beta.
Oh, cool. I was actually watching that earlier today when I woke
So
up.
we got some stuff. I found that there's a secret monster, so I found it and we killed it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna post that up.
Oh, sweet.
So yeah, make sure you check that out. Recycling.
And stay tuned for Gets Better, I Swear, on
Yep.
Recycling's YouTube channel. We go live in a few minutes.
Yes, yes.
So peace out, laters, and always remember, follow the Jenkins
Sandwiches
and thumbtacks.
Oh shit! Keep your shoes on.
Don't take off your shoes. Take the sandwich away from him and then body slam him on the thumbtack. Peace out, laters, and damn, that fucking looked painful.
Yeah.
Laters.
Ouch.
Yeah. Ah, man, I can't even think about that.